Hey, good afternoon. My name is Jeannie, and I'm a wellness advocate for doTERRA. I sell essential oils. You'll find my link in the description. I'm a home economist. It makes me a master of nothing. A jack of all trades, a master of none. I always forget how to say that, and I know so well how to say it, but yet I don't. I think sometimes I'm just funny because I have to laugh at me. Because I have macular degeneration, and the light I have in this room is good for normal people. It's just not good for me. And I am just not going to let anything stop me from what I need to do. And what I need to do is talk to you. Um, but this weekend was not good. Every Saturday, I go to the flea market. And it's usually a waste of my time because I guess I don't have what people want to buy, or I don't have the salesmanship, or I don't believe in giving away my stuff for nothing. And most people want something for nothing. Me, I see something I want and the price is right, I buy it. And I never question it because the people in the flea market, they're making a living. And that's a job. And so when you go to the flea market, think about these people. They're out there and they are serving you. And they've gone to great difficulty to find things that they think you might need or want. And so the guy who's sitting next to me, everybody gives him stuff. So basically everything he gets is free. So he marks it down so low. And the lady across, she goes to auctions and she buys tons of boxes. And so she makes her money out of the box and then she gives the rest of the stuff away. That doesn't help me. But what does help me is I get to meet and make new friends. I got one person who comes to the flea market and he always gives me a $10 tip, and that always pays for my space. So that is a blessing. And he loves to sing. So we sing. Why not? And he can't sing either, but we don't care because we sing the religious songs and it brings joy to our hearts, and it makes other people happy too. But Saturday morning, I got up to go to the flea market. And you have to be at the flea market at 7 o'clock. If you don't get there at 7 o'clock, the manager won't let you in. So I get up. I'm ready to go. I've been ready to go all week. Got my money, got my product, car's loaded, everything's good for go. I get in a car and it's too dark for me to see, so I can't go. And it just kind of really brought my day down. There were things I could have done, but I didn't do it. I just sunk into this horrible feeling of being trapped. I'm trapped. Where do I go? What do I do? And then, you know, my sister has issues. And I'm being pressured to go there very quickly. Well, I have things to do before I go. And anyway, this just freezes me. And I lay down and I don't get up for 24 hours because I am so frozen. My social anxieties are coming back. My phobias are coming back. And I've come to this channel to talk about my phobias, to talk about my fears, to get rid of my social anxiety. And here I am drowned and trapped. I'm entrapped. Where do I go? What do I do? How do I move forward? I went to the store and I bought this beautiful card for Michael's brother, because Michael's brother is not only his brother, but he is his best friend. And I thought I would encourage him. But I think Michael's spirit got mad at me. And he kind of deserted me. And then the doorbell started ringing again. And the doorbell shouldn't ring. I took it off the door. Nobody can ring it. And it's sitting on the bookshelf. And it's ringing. Even yesterday it was ringing. But feeling trapped. I'm not trapped. I'm really not trapped. I'm only trapped by my fear. I'm only trapped by my anxiety. You know, I built my whole world around Michael. When I woke up in the morning, my first thought was Michael. When I sat down to eat my lunch, my first thought in my prayer was Michael. When I lay my head on my pillow to sleep, my last thought was Michael. Sometimes I even woke up in the middle of the night thinking Michael. And it's been this way for 12 years. Michael, 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 Michael. Now I lay down in the bed and I can't sleep. And I have to overcome this trapped feeling. It froze me. Yesterday was a better day, but I wasn't my true, full, smiley self. And I have to remember every day, I have to remember to smile. Smiling uplifts your brain. And smiling takes away your stress. My stress level is so high that my sugar level is so high. And my insurance sold my insurance to somebody else. Now my health insurance sucks. And so my doctor doesn't give me enough insulin anyway. So what do? I think I'm going to turn to Walmart. They have that Rely On that you can buy the insulin you need. And today my goal is to go find another insurance company. Hopefully I'll find one that it's not woke. My sister wants me to go to Texas. I told my son in Georgia I would come see him. I can't find anybody to drive me to Georgia. And I can't find anybody to drive me to Texas. And I don't want to go without my car, because then I would truly be trapped. And if you're anything like me, you don't like being trapped. You don't like being tied down. You don't like being at anybody's beck and call. You're independent. You want to stay independent. And one of the trapped feelings I was having was my age. I am so old. But as I look into my monitor while I'm talking to you, I don't look old. And I see beauty in my face. I see joy in my face. And this is what I have to live with every day, is the beauty and the joy, and just work on my good health and take my fears and throw them to the sky. Not sure how I'm going to do it, but believe me, I'm going to do it. And talking to you actually helps me. And it seems like Michael's spirit kind of left me because I bought that card for his brother. And then I sat down and I wrote his brother a letter. I got it right here. And maybe I'll read it to you later. Because I don't know that if I want to mail it or not. I don't want to displease my Michael. And, you know, Michael's spirit really needs to move on if I am to heal. But here in my heart, I don't want Michael to move on. You know, death isn't the end of life. It's the beginning of a new life on another realm. So he really hasn't left me. And I am being selfish, inconsiderate. I cut my hair, didn't like it. It was about here. The lady just chopped it up. Now I cut my hair again. Take the bobby pins out. And you see, it's ugly. It doesn't match my face. So I'm thinking about cutting it for the third time. And just cut me a pixie and then let it grow out. And then hate it. I don't know. My mind is confused. Or maybe just keep it pinned up and put a wig on. And don't cut it at all. And it's getting wintertime, so it won't be hot. And then if I reach my decision to take off and conquer the long road, I don't even know how far I have to go. I know I have to go to Georgia before I go to Texas. But if I was leaving from here, how far is Florida to Texas?
The drive from Florida to Texas is 1,370.8 miles.
And I got to go to the heart of Texas. That's a long drive. How far is Florida from Atlanta, Georgia?
The drive from Atlanta to Florida is 497.8 miles.
That's a lot of miles. So then if we change that, how far is the drive from Atlanta to Austin, Texas?
The drive from Atlanta to Austin is 929.8 miles.
Oh, that's nice. So maybe that's the way I should go instead of hitting Texas with storm. It's a 13-hour drive, it says, to Atlanta. No, to Austin from Georgia. That might be more advisable for me. But I'm not ready to go. I know I'm going to vote before I do anything else. And keep my fingers crossed that the price of gas is low. And I think a way to get rid of my trapped feeling is to go on a road trip, even if nobody can go with me. I had a friend said, go to Georgia, she'll fly into Georgia, and she'll drive me straight to Austin. Know what? But I want to go to Bass Pro in Memphis. It's a pyramid, and at the very top of the Bass Pro, you can look out all over Memphis, see the mighty Mississippi and everything. Just thinking about it makes me happy, but then the fear in my heart just goes, no, you can't do that. You can't leave your home. You're safe. Yes, I am safe in my home. But I don't need to be a prisoner of my world. So, no, I can't go to the flea market until the days get long again. But I remember my son, when he was 12 years old, the Mormon missionaries came over and they were talking to him. And they wanted him to be baptized, which he did get baptized. And they asked him, what is the purpose of life? And I'm busy looking for my purpose of life. And his answer was, be happy. You know, God gave us joy. We can rejoice in the Lord. But we have to find our own happiness. And me sitting in fear and me being trapped, and this doesn't bring me happiness. This doesn't get rid of my fear. It just makes my fear come more and more, and my social anxiety come more and more. And the reason I started my YouTube channel was to overcome my social anxiety, to overcome my fear. I went back in my story of my life from my birth, finding things that caused me fear in my life that I could overcome and deal with. And I have had difficulty moving into the teenage years of my life, but life itself has stopped me from going into that chapter of my life. When I got ready for that chapter of my life, a lot of things happened. And a lot of things I can't deal with. I can't deal with Michael being gone. And so I am trying to work out my steps of grief. And one of my steps of grief is acknowledging my love for Michael. And I'm going to do that. And anyway, I want to make this video short. Remember to like, subscribe, and share if possible, especially if I helped you with something or I can help somebody else. You can read my description below. I usually put it in about an hour or two after I finish my videos, because this phone doesn't allow me to copy and paste. I have 4 phones, and I love you. God bless you, and see you again. Bye-bye.